Welcome back to another installment of Strangest Locations. Today we're going to take a look at La Recoleta Cemetery. Now we've covered this before on TikTok, but we're going to go like a little more in depth, get a couple stories in there to make it sound a little better. It's a very interesting place, so we're going to get into that and more. Go ahead, honey.
Okay, so in the 18th century, monks arrived in the outskirts of Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's a city built around a convent and a church that was built in 1732. When this disbanded in 1822, the garden of the convent was turned into the first public cemetery. The cemetery holds 4,691 volts on 14 acres.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. On top of these beautiful mausoleums, the graves are set up as city blocks and has these tree-lined walkways. It's very pretty. Lots of different art styles there. The cemetery also is home to a colony of stray cats. There used to be 60 of them. They've done a lot of adoptions, and now they're down to just 12 that reside within the cemetery, which has apparently also become a tourist attraction. It's no secret that the cemetery is considered one of the most haunted cemeteries in the world.
Right. And let's get right into it. The woman in white. She just doesn't haunt the cemetery, but the area around the cemetery as well. There's a legend about a man offering his coat because she looked visibly cold. Unaware that she was a spirit, he came back the next day. He was really taken with her, and he came back to retrieve his jacket, only to find it draped over a headstone. Or a tombstone. She's believed to be 15 years old, that creeper. But anyway,
We don't know how old he was. It's fine.
Luis Maria Garcia Veloso, who lost her battle with leukemia in 1925.
Oh, that's sad. She's so young.
Yeah.
This one might get a lot of people, especially those that suffer from claustrophobia or was that taphotophobia? The phobia of being buried alive.
Mm-hmm.
A girl named Rufina, and I do not know how to pronounce her last name, suffered from seizures, catalepsy, which is like catatonic and epilepsy, and it mimics death. Physicians checked on her and everyone believed that she had passed. They dressed her in her best clothes and laid her to rest in her elaborate tomb, as tradition dictates. And when she regained consciousness, she was frantically trying to escape, scratching at the lid of her tomb and calling for help. When it was discovered, the lid to her tomb was ajar. It was determined later that the shock of being interred caused her to have a heart attack. Her heartbroken mother later had a statue made of her 19-year-old beloved daughter with her hand on the latch to signify her never being trapped again. That's so sad. Nowadays, people report apparitions near her mausoleum, sounds emanating from her tomb, and a ghostly yet beautiful figure wandering around her grave.
Oh, wow, that's sad. Very sad. Well, here's another one. After devoting 3 decades to being a loyal gravedigger for the cemetery, David Alino wanted to also be one of the many interned here. So he's like, such a great place. He was commissioned his own statue for his grave, and his wish was fulfilled. Visitors who are present as the day breaks can hear the sounds of his keys jingling, as if he was still preparing the cemetery for mourners each morning.
It's pretty amazing that he took that kind of pride in his work.
I would love to have my own statue, but I fear it's like really expensive. It would be like me just with a coffee mug or something, It'd be super cool. Not to mention ghostly whispers said to emanate from various graves and headstones there. From what I understand, you can wander the grounds of this necropolis for several hours and still not see everything there is to see. Like,
That's
what
wild.
is there to see? Like, just more and more tombstones?
But the art styles and the marble that was brought in from Italy.
Oh.
And it's just... The whole place is a work of art. The whole place is gorgeous.
You get this weird feeling at cemeteries, though, It's
Sometimes,
kind of creepy.
And this place is supposed to be just, like, super paranormal. And, like, hearing whispers from graves, like headstones and stuff, would just... That's bone-chilling.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's pretty key. Well, I hope you enjoyed the few stories we had for you today on La Recoleta Cemetery.
Yeah, I noticed I haven't even tried to pronounce it because I just don't want to butcher it.
It's not that hard. Anyway, till we
Thanks
meet
for
again.
hanging out with us.
Bye.